Well, good afternoon, folks. And this is Granny with Granny and Grumpy's Vegan Kitchen and with Granny and Grumpy's Homestead. Today, we're going to make something called Bruised Kale. Now, this is a salad, and you take your kale, and I've already gotten started with a little bit, as you can see here. You take it and you slice it real thin, just like you do when you cook it. And then after you've bruised it up, and I'll show you how to do that, you want to put some organic dried cranberries in it and some walnuts. And then you're going to make a somewhat of a sauce that goes over it, made out of olive oil and lemon juice and some Himalayan salt. So let's get started with cutting up our kale real quick. Now, I've de-ribbed everything already, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to just cut everything up real skinny. When my husband and I lived in Cary, I used to belong to this, it was a vegan club, and it was very interesting. People were very, well, there's a rib that's a little bit thick on one. This kale is out of my garden, and so it was really, really thick with big leaves. And the bigger the leaf you get, of course, the harder the stem is. So when you're de-stemming it, it's a little bit of a challenge sometimes. Here's the end of that one. All right, let's see here. Get the rest of this off this big, thick stem. Yeah, I didn't even pick but 2 plants, and I can't even tell you. I'm just bowled over at how much our garden produces. How much there is that's in it. Now here's 2 more that are a little bit on the stiff side of having heavy. You know, I got the bottom parts of it, but I reckon it just had a lot of heavy, thick stems. I love kale. I love it especially raw. I love to put it into smoothies, which is very, very good for you. Of course, those of you who would ever be watching this would be people who would know a lot about kale already. Know that it's extremely healthy for you, especially when you grow it yourself. If it's grown organically, it has so much flavor in it. Okay, I've got one colander that I'm going to just put out and I'm going to put it in a baggie of the kale, because there's nobody who can eat this much salad in our house. This would take days if I put all of it out. If I made it all up. So we're not going to do that. So I like everything Be as fresh as it can be. Okay. There we go. Almost through. Tighten this up. Getting closer. It's so crunchy. So fresh. I let it sit in water so I could get all the pollen off of it. The water was yellow. It's terrible. So much pollen these days. Okay, I bought a new kitchen toy. And my new kitchen toy is a food processor that's very small. And I use them to cut up nuts a lot. And onions whenever I'm making, like, we're going to be making a burger this week. And an oatmeal burger. And when I do that, I always use a little tiny food processor. I'm going to plug this in, cut up our nuts so that we'll have that all ready, so that when we finish, put this here, and I'll have to hook this up over yonder. Put some walnuts in it. And always keep your nuts in the refrigerator, and I'll tell you why. All the different ones that you have, keep them in a drawer or a jar or something in the fridge. Because nuts go rancid really, really quick, especially here in the South. And if you put them in the refrigerator, it will keep them for a lot longer. Alright. That should be just about enough. Okay, now I've got to come around and plug it up. Okay, let's go ahead and all right, that's good. Lay that right there. We're ready to use it. All right, now we want to bruise this all up. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to squeeze it. I'm just going to keep squeezing on it. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, which takes a lot out of your hands, you can take one of these, they're little tiny wooden things, and mash it. Takes a little bit of time to do. If you don't have a lot of strength in your hand, a man could do this in a really big hurry. It just squeeze the life out of it. Looks like it's pretty bruised. Doesn't take a long time to do it, but long enough. Okay. Now, that's what it looks like at this point. Okay, now we want to take our cranberries. We heap a handful. Want a lot in there. then I take these nuts, little stem. I don't like to lose any of them because I love the flavor of nuts. They're so delicious. I especially prefer pecans. Crazy about pecan pie. Okay, now we're going to take our olive oil and we're going to drizzle it all around. Now you don't want to put it over a kilo of it, but you don't want to put a little bit either. Okay, there we go. Then I want to sprinkle our salt. All right. And then we've already got lemon juice that I just did up before I turned on the camera with my electric juicer. So I did some lemons up. So we're going to go. Now there we go. We've got all of our ingredients in it. Now what have we got? We've got some homegrown kale that's organic out of our garden. Then we have, and that's all cut up. Then we have dried organic cranberries. Then we have walnuts. And then we have olive oil. We have Himalayan salt. And we have freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now, I'm going to go into my drawer that has different spices in it. I like onion powder and everything, and I like garlic powder and everything. Well, we'll just have to take the lid off. So we're going to sprinkle that on there. And we didn't overdo it. We just put a tiny bit. And then garlic powder. Okay. Well, okay, a little bit of garlic powder. I'm not going to put it on real thick. Just a little bit, just to make a better taste. And then we take a pair of tongs, and you'll see that all I'm doing is tossing and tossing and tossing, tossing till all of this is coated with everything that's in it. It'll have salt all over the place. It'll have some of the garlic powder, some of the onion powder, the lemon juice, and the olive oil. Oh man, this smells delicious. Okay, and that's what it looks like when you finish it. Oh, it really smells good. Let me get a fork. Okay. This is going to be good. Man, I gotta make this for Sabbath to take to church. They love it when I bring salads of different types. This is amazing. My husband, when Grumpy comes in, he automatically, he tries not to eat supper, but he always wants to munch on something. Well, this won't cause him any calories, and this will help him to have a good sleep so that he's not overloaded, overstuffed with things that'll hurt you. Thank you so much for spending time with me to make this wonderful salad that we've made. And you have a blessed evening. And remember, we love you. We really do. And we thank you that you have subscribed. If you like what you see, press the like button. If you liked it that well, then please subscribe to us. We thank you. You have a blessed evening. And remember, not only do we love you, but Jesus really, really does love you with an amazing, amazing love. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.